watching episode 15 and 16 of Heart Signal Season 4, I realized that Ji-won may have felt a little regret for not pursuing Jimin further. They could have made a great couple, but Jimin was quick in friend-zoning people, was too slow in making decisions, she was easily influenced by circumstances and was too considerate of others. All these messed up her game. However, Ji-won and Jimin looked more like a couple than Hushin with Jimin did. Hey, I'm not here to get my hopes up about anyone, so I'll just get right into the video. Hi guys, thank you all for watching my videos and sharing your opinions in the comments. We may not agree on the same things, but I'm glad we can all discuss our views amicably, so thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please take a moment to do so. This video is mainly to share my views on episode 15 and 16's After Signal. Also, I'd like to talk about the last date between Mingyu and Ji Young and to also respond to comments about Mingyu being a player who strung Ji Young along. Which I 100% do not agree with at all, and I will explain the reasons why I think so. To begin this, I want to take us back to episode 3 when he was talking with his friend. The first question his friend asked him was if he had to choose between one of the three ladies just based on looks, who would it be? He told his friend Ji Young and that he hasn't had a lot of interactions with her yet, though he noticed they had a lot of things in common and he'd love to go on a date with her. This was the first indication that he was interested in Ji Young, even though his feelings for Jimin at that time just began. So during his first date with Ji Young, did you not notice he liked her too? But after that day, he realized two things. Ji Young reminds him of his traumatic ex-girlfriend. Also, Jayori's interest in Ji Young seems to be really big, and he said it in an episode. How he will proceed with Ji Young depended on who Jayori liked. After his first date with Ji Young, he avoided her because he didn't want his feelings to grow. If his feelings grew, then it would have been hard to let go for his bro Jayori. This was the same thing he did with Jimin. He cut off his feelings to allow the girl he likes to be free. This means this guy is willing to sacrifice his feelings to make others more comfortable. Do you all know that if Jayori was interested in Yisu, he most likely would have stepped aside for Jayori to have her? That's exactly what happened, guys. He never strung anyone along. He did catch feelings but refused to allow those feelings to grow. When Mingyu and Ji Young met for the final date, the first question he asks her is if she was with Jayori the previous day. Then she responds yes. Immediately after she said yes, he gives her a smile. The smile felt like satisfaction and happiness for his friend Jayori. She also mentioned the name of the specific Jayori's cafe she went to. Mingyu responded that he's been there multiple times. This shows that besides the closeness we see on screen between Mingyu and Jayori, the bond and brotherhood they share is beyond the screen, because they see each other outside of production and they probably may have discussed outside of filming, so I believe this means he knew how much Jayori liked Ji Young. In the beginning episodes, he said, how he will approach Ji Young depended totally on Jayori. That's why in episode 14, during their trip, when he felt Jayori and Ji Young were over, he boldly told Jayori he wanted to go on a date with Ji Young, but unfortunately, he chickened out because he thought Ji Young wasn't in a good mood and would rather be by herself that day. His hesitance gave Jayori his final chance. When he realized that Jayori will be going out with her, he was shocked, confused, and knew he had messed up his chances before finally speaking to her about meeting up with her once they returned to Seoul. He said it multiple times that he had feelings for Ji Young. He told her again during this date that he wanted to go out with her at different times, but the timing wasn't right. We all know he didn't initiate any dates with anyone except Jimin. He was also worried because all the other men were into her. The two people who followed the rules to the fullest on this show were Mingyu and Ji Young. They dated everyone and gave everyone an equal shot. But the others were too fixated on the people they liked, which is why their wishes didn't work out. Even Jayori backed down at some point, which later became an advantage to him. As for him choosing Yisu, besides the option of no pressure from anyone else pursuing Yisu, Yisu made herself clear she wanted him, and because he didn't have to do much work to get her, it was easier and safer to just choose her and fall for her. What struck me the most about their conversation was they both agreed that the trip to Yosu solidified things for them. So let's all agree that these two were never meant to be, they are both with their right partners. After the signal gave us a glimpse on how the participants were doing about a month later. This photo on Mingyu's profile was actually taken by Yisu when they went out on a date. They are both very busy, but they still tried to meet up 4 to 5 times a week. I guess this was why they were unintentionally exposed. It's hard to meet up that much without getting discovered. Yisu was the one who was deeply in love with Mingyu on the show, but it feels like Mingyu has fallen deeper, more than she. However, Jaeori and Ji Young's love feels like fresh innocent romance. Like the love you feel as a teenager. They are both so cute riding those bikes and holding hands. Jaeori is the true definition of man in love. I laughed so hard when Ji Young said he cursed when he heard a rumor of her having a boyfriend while filming the show. Jaeori is so protective of her, and he even has a trip planned for them both. Can't wait to get an update on that. There is still a lot they cannot share on social media for now since they are still showing after the signal. After Signal was shot before the show aired, and we could see they all watched the first episode together. What are your thoughts on After Signal? Do you think any new relationships have developed since then? What about the issue of Mingyu Ji Young false hopes? Do you still believe Ji Young made a wrong choice? Please share your ideas in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell.